You are not failing because you are lazy. You are failing because your life has no structure strong enough to carry your potential. Your days are full. Your progress is thin. You wake up tired, go to bed guilty, and somewhere in between you lose your time, your focus, and your energy to everyone and everything around you. This is not random. This is design. You are living by an invisible system that keeps you busy and stuck. In this audiobook, you will tear that system down. You will rebuild your life on 5 hard, non-negotiable pillars: clarity, time, energy, focus, systems. If you are tired of feeling behind in a life that you know should already be further ahead, stay here. By the end, your days will no longer happen to you. You will run them. Chapter 1. The 5 Pillars of a Productive Life.
You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are operating without a structure that matches the life you say you want. Your days feel full, but your progress feels thin. You move, you react, you respond, but you do not advance. That is not an accident. That is the default setting of modern life. You are surrounded by noise. Your attention is under attack. Your time leaks away through tiny, invisible holes. You feel tired, behind, and strangely guilty. You know you are capable of more. You just do not live like that person yet. A productive life is not a mood. It is not a streak. It is not a magical burst of motivation. A productive life is a structure, a system, a way of moving through every single day. That structure rests on 5 pillars. If one is weak, your life wobbles. If several are weak, your life collapses into chaos and regret. Here are the 5 pillars of a productive life. Pillar 1, clarity. You must know what matters and what does not. Vague goals create vague days. You wake up and drift because nothing is sharply defined. You will fix that. Pillar 2, time. You must control your calendar or it will control you. Every hour already has a master. Right now, that master might be other people, your phone, or pure habit. You will take ownership back. Pillar 3, energy. Your body and mind are your main tools. If your sleep, nutrition, and movement are weak, your output is weak. No mindset hack can save you from a wrecked nervous system. You will treat energy as a strategic asset. Pillar 4, focus. You cannot build anything meaningful while you live inside constant distraction. You need the skill of deep, undisturbed work. Short bursts, clear blocks, no split attention. You will train your focus like a muscle. Pillar 5, systems. Motivation fades, systems remain. You need routines, checklists, and environments that remove friction and reduce decision fatigue. Less willpower, more design. You will build a life that makes the right actions easier than the wrong ones. Here is the hard truth. Your current life perfectly reflects the pillars you have today. Your bank account, your health, your relationships, your sense of pride or shame when you look in the mirror. All of it is feedback. You do not need more random tips. You need a new foundation. You will rebuild your life from the ground up, pillar by pillar. You are done being a passenger in your own schedule. You are done calling chaos normal. From this point on, you build. You now understand the architecture of a productive life. Next, you will pour the first slab of concrete. Chapter 2. Pillar 1. Ruthless clarity of purpose. You wake up every day with a question hanging over you. What am I actually building? You feel it when you scroll. You feel it when another week disappears. You feel it when you lie in bed and think, I thought I would be further by now. This is not a motivation problem. This is a clarity problem. You say you want success. What does that even mean? You say you want more money. How much? By when? Doing what? You say you want freedom. From what? For what? Vague desires create vague actions. Vague actions create vague results. You are tired of that fog. Clarity starts with one hard decision. You must decide what matters more than everything else. Not 5 things, not 10, one dominant direction. Ask yourself this and write it down, word for word. In 3 years, if my life is a success by my standards, what will be true? Describe it. Income, work, health, relationships, environment. Not fantasies, specifics. Put numbers, put dates, put behaviors. Then ask the second question. What am I no longer willing to tolerate from myself? That part hurts. You will want to look away. Do not look away. Write the habits that sabotage you, the lies you tell yourself. I'll start tomorrow. I work better under pressure. I just need to feel ready. Clarity is brutal honesty. You stop performing for other people. You stop pretending you don't know what you want. You know. You're just afraid to commit to it. Here's the rule. If everything is important, then nothing is. Choose 3 priority arenas for the next 12 months. Not 12, 3. For example, money, health, 1 core relationship. Now define 1 clear outcome for each arena. Not get fit. Run 5 kilometers without stopping by November. Not make more money. Earn an extra $2,000 per month from my skills by December. You see the pattern. Clarity is measurable. You can prove it or disprove it. Then bring it closer. 90 days. What must be true in 90 days that proves you're on track? Write it. Now you have direction, not a dream, a path. Tie your days to these outcomes. Every night, set your next day's top 3 tasks. Each task must serve one of your clear outcomes. If it does not serve a pillar outcome, it is noise. You have fed noise long enough. Clarity feels uncomfortable at first, because once you're clear, you lose your excuses. You can no longer say, I didn't know. You know. You either act or you avoid. This is the first pillar of your productive life. A life built on vague wishes collapses. A life built on ruthless clarity can carry real weight. You now hold a sharper picture of the life you say you want. Next, you will protect that picture with the most limited resource you own. You have defined your direction. Now you must master the hours that will take you there.
Chapter 3. Pillar 2. Total ownership of your time. Time is the real currency of your life. Not money, not status. Time. You trade hours for everything you have. You also trade hours for everything you do not have. Look at your life right now. It is a perfect reflection of how you have spent your time so far. If you waste hours, you waste potential. If you waste days, you waste years. You feel this already. You say, time flies. No, time does not fly. You give it away. You say you want a productive life. Then your calendar must tell that story, not your words, not your intentions, your schedule. First, you need a brutal audit. For the next 3 days, track every waking minute. Use a notebook, use an app, use anything that works. Write what you did and for how long. No judgment yet, just truth. At the end of each day, review it. Ask 3 questions. What created progress? What maintained life but did not move me forward? What was pure waste? You will be shocked at how many minutes bleed out through small habits, random scrolling, pointless conversations, reacting to notifications, checking. Here's the rule. If you do not schedule your time, other people will. You must start with a simple weekly template. Take a blank week. Block sleep first. Then block work or school. Then block non-negotiable responsibilities. Now look at what remains. Those open blocks are the difference between the life you have and the life you want. Assign power blocks. 90-minute segments for deep work on your highest priorities from Chapter 2. 1 block for money goals, one block for health, one block for personal growth or relationships. Place these blocks early in the day when your mind is strongest. Protect these blocks like your life depends on them, because your future does. You will need to learn one hard word: no. No to quick calls that eat an hour. No to endless group chats. No to every event that does not align with your current season of life. You are not rude, you are responsible. Create simple time rules for yourself. No phone for the first 60 minutes after you wake. A fixed time to check messages, not all day. A shutdown time at night when work ends and recovery begins. You will feel resistance. Old patterns will fight back. People may push against your new boundaries. Remember this: you are not here to protect their comfort. You are here to protect your future. Pillar 2 is about becoming the owner of your hours, not the employee of everyone else. This is how a productive life becomes possible in the real world, with real demands. You have begun to seize back your time. Now you must protect and upgrade the fuel that runs through every one of those hours. Chapter 4. Pillar 3. Strategic management of your energy. You say you lack discipline. Most of the time, you lack energy. You try to push a drained body and a fried brain through ambitious goals. You call that laziness. It is not laziness. It is bad strategy. Time without energy is useless. You can own your calendar and still fail if you show up exhausted to every hour. Look at your current pattern. You wake up tired, you blast yourself with caffeine, you rush, you sit for hours, you snack on sugar, you stare at bright screens until midnight. Then you expect peak performance. That is fantasy. Your body is a system. It obeys laws, not your wishes. Energy has 3 levels: physical, mental, emotional. You must manage all 3 like a professional. Start with the physical. Set a fixed sleep and wake time 7 days a week. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of real sleep, not 7 hours in bed, 7 hours actually sleeping. 2 hours before bed, reduce bright screens. 30 minutes before bed, no phone, no laptop, no stimulation. Create a simple wind-down routine: light reading, stretching, silence. Next, movement. You do not need a perfect workout plan. You need consistency. Every day, move your body for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Walk fast enough that conversation becomes slightly harder. 3 times per week, add basic strength work: push-ups, squats, rows. Strong body, strong mind. Then, nutrition. Begin the day with water, not sugar, not coffee. Eat real food most of the time: protein, vegetables, healthy fats, slow carbohydrates. Reduce constant snacking. Set 2 or 3 meal times and stick to them. Use caffeine like a tool, not a crutch. No caffeine in the first hour after waking. No caffeine after mid-afternoon. You will feel withdrawal at first. That is not a sign to quit. That is proof of how deep the habit ran. Now, emotional energy. Your brain is not built for endless switching. Every time you jump from task to task, you burn fuel. Focus in focused blocks. For example, 50 minutes of deep work, then 10 minutes of real break. Stand, stretch, breathe. Do not fill your break with more screens. Limit your information diet. News, gossip, and constant updates drain you. Decide when you will consume information: once or twice per day, not every spare moment. Emotional energy matters as much as sleep. Some people drain you. Some habits drain you. Some unfinished tasks drain you. Reduce time with people who leave you tense, angry, or small. Have clear boundaries. Say no without long explanations. Finish small tasks that create a constant background buzz of stress. Pay the bill. Book the appointment. Answer the email. Release the mental tab. Now create your energy baseline week. Choose 3 non-negotiables for the next 7 days. For example, sleep by 11 p.m., daily 20-minute walk, no phone for the first hour after waking. Track them every day, 7 boxes. You either did it or you did not. No stories. When you manage energy on purpose, discipline stops feeling impossible. You stop fighting your own biology. You start partnering with it. You have begun to protect and upgrade your fuel. Next, you will learn how to aim that fuel like a laser, not a flood. You have energy. Now you must learn to direct it. Chapter 5. Pillar 4. The Discipline of Focus. Your life is scattered because your attention is scattered. You wonder why nothing big gets finished. Look at how you use your focus. Short bursts, constant switching, endless checking. You do not have a productivity problem. You have a concentration problem. Every notification you obey trains your brain to be weak. Every time you half work and half scroll, you teach yourself shallow thinking. Then you sit down to do something hard and wonder why your mind slips away. Focus is not a personality trait. It is a discipline. You train it or you lose it. Start with this truth. Multitasking is a lie. You are not doing many things at once. You are switching rapidly between tasks, and each switch has a cost. You want a productive life. Then you need this rule. One block, one task, one outcome. Go back to your clarity from Chapter 2. What are the few activities that truly move your life forward? Not busy work, deep work. Examples: writing, designing, coding, studying, selling, planning, creating. These are your deep work tasks. They deserve your best attention, not your leftover scraps. Now you will create focus blocks. Choose 1 to 3 blocks per day. Each block is 45 to 90 minutes. In each block, you attack one deep task only. Before a block begins, perform a short ritual. Clear your desk. Close every app and tab that you do not need. Place your phone in another room or out of reach, face down, on silent. Set a timer. Decide exactly what done means for this block. Then start. No checking, no bouncing, no looking things up that can wait. When your mind screams for distraction, notice it, breathe, and return to the task. Over and over. Expect discomfort. You are withdrawing from constant stimulation. Your brain will beg for easy hits. You are not obligated to obey every urge you feel. Keep a later list beside you. When a random thought appears, write it down. Do not act on it now. Finish the block. You are training yourself to delay impulses, not to chase them. After the timer ends, step away. 10 minutes. Move, stretch, drink water. Do not reward yourself with social media. That is not a break. That is a dopamine binge. Your environment must support your focus. Turn off non-essential notifications permanently. Use website blockers during work hours. Tell people your focus windows. I am unavailable from 9 to 11. I will respond after. At first, you will fail. You will break blocks. You will check anyway. Accept it. Then start the next block. This is not about perfection. This is about practice. Track one simple metric each week. How many deep work hours did I complete? Not how busy was I. How focused was I? Without focus, the first 3 pillars leak power. With focus, the same hours, the same brain, the same life produce entirely different results. You now know how to aim your time and energy like a laser. Next, you will build the machinery that keeps all of this running, even on days when your will is weak. Chapter 6. Pillar 5. Systems that make success automatic. Discipline is overrated. Systems win. You keep trying to fix your life with willpower. You push, you grind, you swear that this time will be different. Then your mood dips, your energy drops, and everything falls apart again. That is because you rely on how you feel. A productive life cannot be built on emotion. It must be built on systems. A system is a repeatable process that works even on your worst day. It doesn't care if you feel inspired. It runs because you designed it to run. Look at your current reality. You already have systems. They are just accidental. You have a system for being late. You have a system for wasting evenings. You have a system for losing focus whenever something feels hard. You repeat the same pattern, you get the same result. So you must stop asking, "What is wrong with me?" Start asking, "What system created this outcome?" Here's the rule. If something matters, you systemize it. Start small. Choose 3 areas that now have to become automatic: your mornings, your deep work, and your recovery. First, mornings. Design a simple morning system that runs every single day. For example, wake at the same time, no phone for the first 60 minutes, drink water, move your body for 10 to 20 minutes, review your top 3 tasks. Write this as a checklist, not in your head, on paper. Put it where you can see it when you wake. You do not negotiate, you just run the list. Second, deep work. Turn your focus blocks from Chapter 5 into a system. Same time window each weekday, same physical place if possible, pre-block ritual, timer, phone out of reach, specific outcome written before you start. You are not trying to work, you are executing your deep work system. Third, recovery. Most people have a chaos system at night. Notifications, random shows, late snacking. Then they wonder why tomorrow is weak. Create a shutdown system. Choose a fixed time when work ends. Close all open loops. Write tomorrow's top 3 tasks. Turn screens off 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. Replace mindless scrolling with reading, stretching, or quiet. Again, write the checklist. Run it even if you don't feel like it, especially then. Here's how you know a system works. It reduces decisions. It reduces friction. It makes the right action easier than the wrong one. Every Sunday, run a weekly reset system. 15 to 30 minutes. Review your week. Where did you win? Where did your systems break? Adjust one thing, not 10. 1. Over time, your identity will shift. Not because you repeated affirmations, because your systems produced evidence, day after day, week after week. The 5 pillars are not ideas. Clarity, time, energy, focus, and systems must show up in your calendar, in your routines, in your environment. That's how a productive life stops being theory and becomes your normal. You have learned to build systems that carry you when motivation fails. Now you will turn these pillars into a concrete, personal battle plan that fits your exact life.
Chapter 7. Building your daily battle plan. You now understand the pillars: clarity, time, energy, focus, systems. But understanding does not change your life. Execution does. Right now, your days probably run you. You wake up and react. You answer messages. You drift into tasks. You firefight. At night, you feel tired, but not proud. That must end. A productive life is built one day at a time. So you will build one powerful unit, a single high-performance day. Then you will repeat it. Call it your daily battle plan. This is not a wish list. This is a script for action. Your plan begins the night before. Take 10 minutes each evening. Sit down with a pen and paper. Ask 3 questions. What are my top 3 outcomes for tomorrow? What must I do first to move my life forward? What potential landmines might block me? Write your answers, not on your phone, on paper, or in a clear digital note that you actually see. Now shape tomorrow into blocks: morning, midday, evening. Morning is for offense. Place your highest value work there. 1 or 2 focus blocks from Chapter 5. Tie them directly to your core goals from Chapter 2. Example: from 8 to 9:30, write 1,000 words. From 9:45 to 10:30, outreach to 5 potential clients. Specific, measurable, time-bound. Midday is for necessary tasks and communication: email, meetings, errands.
Cluster them. Do not let them bleed into your deep work time. Evening is for recovery and connection. Move, reflect, plan. Protect your sleep window. Put your daily battle plan on a single page, time on the left, task on the right. Leave white space for life to happen. When the day starts, follow the script. You are the commander, not the victim. Interruptions will appear, they always do. Use a simple rule. Pause. Ask, does this matter more than what I planned for this block? If yes, adjust the plan consciously. If no, say, I'm busy right now. I will handle this at specific time. Then return to the task. During the day, mark tasks as done or moved. No vague promises, either completed, rescheduled, or deleted. At night, run a short after-action review, 5 to 10 minutes. What did I win today? Where did I fall? What pattern am I starting to see? Rate the day from 1 to 10 for alignment with your pillars. Do not judge your worth, judge your execution. Then adjust the next battle plan. Over time, this habit forges a new identity. You stop feeling like life happens to you. You start seeing proof that you can shape it, day by day. The 5 pillars now live inside a daily structure that you can see and follow. But there is still one enemy that can quietly destroy every plan you create. You have a battle plan. Now you must face the force that keeps you from using it. Chapter 8. Crushing Procrastination and Emotional Resistance. You think procrastination is laziness. It is not. It is avoidance of emotional discomfort. You delay because something feels heavy. Fear, uncertainty, boredom, self-doubt. Your brain whispers, I'll do it later when I feel ready. That moment never arrives. You say, I work better under pressure. No, you work only when the fear of failure becomes greater than the fear of starting. That is not power. That is survival. If you want a productive life, you must stop treating your feelings as commands. You can respect your emotions without obeying them. Begin with this truth. Action changes emotion more often than emotion creates action. You do not wait to feel confident before you act. You act, and confidence slowly appears. You do not wait to feel motivated before you begin. You begin, and motivation follows. So, you need tools that make starting non-negotiable and small. Tool 1. The 2-minute rule. When you face a task that you resist, shrink it. Ask, what is the 2-minute version of this? Not, write the report. Open the document and write one ugly sentence. Not, go to the gym, put on shoes and walk out the door. Your job is not to finish. Your job is to begin. Once you start, momentum does half the work. Tool 2. Implementation intentions. Vague plans die. Clear plans live. Write this formula for your key tasks. If it is time and I'm in place, then I will specific action. For example, if it is 7 p.m. and I'm at my desk, then I will study for 30 minutes. If it is 6:30 a.m. and I'm in the kitchen, then I will drink water and review my top 3 tasks. Specific, measurable, time-bound. Tool 3. The 5-minute promise. When you feel heavy resistance, bargain with yourself. I will do this for 5 minutes. After that, I'm allowed to stop. Set a timer. Start. Most days, once 5 minutes pass, the resistance fades and you keep going. If you truly stop after 5 minutes, that's still a win. You trained yourself to show up. Tool 4. Name the emotion. Before you delay, pause. Ask, what am I actually feeling right now? Fear of failure? Fear of looking stupid? Boredom? Overwhelm? Say it out loud or write it down. When I think about this task, I feel anxious and stupid. Now answer yourself. Even with this feeling, I can still take one small action. You separate the feeling from the behavior. You stop letting your inner storm steer the ship. Finally, stop negotiating with your lower self. When the time block arrives, you do not reopen the question, "Do I feel like it?" You decided last night. You honor that past decision. Procrastination will not vanish, but with these tools, it will lose control over your days. You will act in the presence of fear, boredom, and doubt, instead of waiting for ideal feelings that never come. You now understand how to move even when your emotions resist. Next, you will shape the world around you so that productive behavior becomes the easy path, not the hard one. You have reclaimed your power from your own feelings. Now you will let your surroundings carry you even further.
Chapter 9. Designing an Environment That Forces Progress. You think your life is shaped by your willpower. It is not. It is shaped by your environment. Your surroundings push you all day. Objects, screens, sounds, people. They nudge you toward action or toward distraction. Most of the time, you obey without even noticing. Right now, your environment is probably designed for convenience and comfort, not for growth, not for focus, not for achievement. Your couch faces the television. Your phone lives in your hand. Your snacks sit where you can see them. Your workspace is a pile of clutter and open tabs. Then you blame yourself for weak discipline. Here's the truth. You are outnumbered. You face hundreds of cues every day that pull you away from the life you say you want. If you want a productive life, you must flip that advantage. Your new rule is simple. Make the right actions easier. Make the wrong actions harder. Start with your physical space. Choose one primary work zone, even if it is just one side of a small table. Clear everything that is not directly related to your deep work. Trash, old papers, random objects. Set the stage. Place the tools you need where you can see them. Notebook open, pen ready, laptop, charger, water. No food on the desk, no television in front of you, no pile of unrelated tasks in your line of sight. Create tiny physical cues for your goals. Running shoes by the door, dumbbells beside the couch, a book on your pillow instead of your phone. One space, one purpose. If you work in bed, your brain will not rest in bed. If you scroll in your workspace, your brain will not focus in your workspace. Separate zones as much as your living situation allows. Next, your digital environment. This is where most of your productivity dies. Turn off all non-essential notifications, no banners, no constant pings. You decide when to check, not your phone. Clean your home screen. Put only tools there. Calendar, notes, tasks, reading. Move every social app to a folder on the last screen. You create friction. You force a choice. Use website blockers during focus blocks. Block social media, news, streaming. Make distraction effortful, not instant. Create a separate browser profile for work. Only work tools and relevant tabs. When you open that profile, your brain receives one message: produce. Now design friction for your worst habits. If you binge watch, unplug the television after each use. If you snack at night, do not keep junk food visible or easy to reach. If you scroll in bed, charge your phone in another room. You are not stronger than 1,000 easy temptations, so remove them. At the same time, remove friction from your best habits. Lay out tomorrow's clothes the night before. Pack your gym bag and place it by the door. Create templates for emails, reports, and recurring tasks. Reduce the startup cost. Your environment is a silent coach. Either it forces progress or it quietly pulls you back to your old self. Every evening, run a 5-minute environment reset. Clear your desk. Close open loops. Set up one cue for tomorrow's most important task. Every week, walk through your spaces with one question in mind. Does this make my best behavior easier or harder? Then adjust one thing, only one, every week.
You have now turned the world around you into an ally, not an enemy. Your pillars have a home, clarity on the walls, time on the calendar, energy in the routines, focus in the layout, systems in the checklists and cues. You have shaped your space. Next, you will shape something far more powerful, the people you keep close and the identity you live from. You have built an environment that pushes you forward. Now let us talk about the humans and inner story that will either lift you or drag you back. Chapter 10. The company you keep and the identity you choose. Look at your life. Look at your habits. Look at your results. Now look at the people around you. There's a connection. You absorb their standards. You mirror their language. You adopt their excuses. You copy their level of effort without even trying. You, listening right now, already know who drags you down. The friend who mocks your goals. The coworker who complains all day. The family member who calls every step forward too much. You tell yourself, I can rise above it. No, you cannot. Not consistently. Not while surrounded by people who live in a different direction. Here's a hard rule. Long term, you will become a blend of the 5 people who influence you most. So write them down, right now. 5 names. People you talk to often, or watch often, or follow often. Now ask 3 questions for each person. Do they pull me higher or pull me lower? Do they reinforce my excuses or my responsibility? Do I feel more alive or more drained after time with them? You already know the answers. Stop pretending you don't. You do not need to cut everyone off overnight. You do need to change the ratio. Reduce time with people who stay stuck and attack effort. Increase time with those who challenge you, build, learn, and move. If you don't have those people in your physical life yet, borrow them. Podcasts, audiobooks, long-form interviews. Let stronger minds speak into your head every single day. This chapter is one example. Use many. Now, the deeper layer, identity. You act like the person you believe you are. If you secretly believe, I am disorganized, you will unconsciously recreate chaos. If you believe, I never follow through, you will sabotage progress the moment it appears. You've been living by an old story. Maybe it came from childhood, maybe from failure, maybe from one careless comment that stuck. You are not required to keep that story. Write a new identity in simple behavioral language. Not, I am a billionaire. Not fantasy. Statement of character. Examples. I am a person who keeps promises to myself. I am a person who treats time as sacred. I am a person who moves my body every day. I am a person who finishes what I start. Read your statement every morning before your day begins, then prove it in small ways. Not with giant gestures, with tiny, boring, consistent actions. When you choose the call over the scroll. When you complete the block you planned. When you say no to drama. You send a signal to your brain. This is who we are now. Standards first. Evidence second. Identity third. You are not just changing what you do, you are changing who you allow to shape you and who you accept yourself to be. You have begun to upgrade your circle and rewrite your story. Now you must face reality. You will still fall. You will still miss days. You will still slip. You must decide what happens then. You have raised your standards. Next, you will learn how to hold them when life hits back.
Chapter 11. Turning setbacks into fuel for consistency. You will fall. You will miss days. You will break your own rules. This is not a possibility. This is a guarantee. Right now, every slip becomes a spiral. You miss a workout. You miss a deep work block. You waste a night. Then the story begins. See, I knew I would fail. I always ruin it. I already messed up, so it does not matter now. One mistake becomes a week. 1 week becomes a month. Then you say, I'll start again later. That pattern is the real enemy, not the slip, the spiral.
A productive life is not a perfect streak. It is a series of recoveries. Fast, honest, ruthless recoveries. You need a new rule. Never miss twice. You skip a habit today. Fine. Life hit. You chose badly. Tomorrow, you do not negotiate. You show up even at half power. One miss is human. 2 in a row is a decision. To make that possible, you must remove the shame. Shame is glue. It keeps you stuck to the old behavior. Instead of attacking yourself, you analyze. Ask 3 questions after every setback. What exactly happened? What triggered it? What will I change in my system so this is less likely next time? No drama, just data. You planned deep work at 7 p.m. You ended up scrolling for 2 hours. What happened? You were already exhausted. You had your phone within reach. You had no clear starting point. So you adjust the system. Move deep work earlier. Charge your phone in another room during that block. Write a 2-minute starter action on your desk. You do not say, I am weak. You say, my system was weak. I will upgrade it. Next, set a minimum standard for each pillar. Not the ideal, the floor. For example, clarity. Review my 3 goals once per day, even for 1 minute. Time. Protect at least one 30-minute focus block per day. Energy. Walk for 10 minutes, no matter what. Focus. 1 task per block, even if the block is short. Systems. Run at least 2 steps of my morning or night routine. On brutal days, you hit the minimum. You keep the identity alive. You keep the chain from breaking. You must also plan for storms in advance. Sick days, travel, heavy deadlines, family problems. Create storm versions of your habits. Short, simple, non-negotiable. You are not fragile. You are not finished because yesterday was ugly. Every time you fall and stand back up, you build something far more valuable than a perfect record. You build proof that you are the kind of person who returns. Setbacks can be fuel if you treat them as feedback and respond with speed instead of self-hate. You have learned how to rise after you fall. Now it's time to decide what you will do with everything you have heard in this book. You built your pillars. You shaped your days. You rewrote your story. Now you must act. Chapter 12. Your next 30 days and what you must do now. You have listened. You have pictured a different life. Now the only question that matters is this. What will be different in the next 30 days? If you do nothing, this becomes background noise, another good idea that dies in your mind. You do not need more ideas. You need a decision, right now. For the next 30 days, your life is an experiment, not perfection, proof. Step 1. Choose one primary outcome for 30 days, not 10 goals, 1. Write this sentence. In the next 30 days, I will create visible progress in one arena, money, health, study, or a project. Then answer, what will prove that? For example, lose 2 kilograms, finish and send my portfolio, study for 20 hours, make my first dollar from a side skill. It must be clear. You must be able to say yes or no at the end. Step 2. Build your daily core 4. These are 4 simple actions you will take every single day for 30 days. They connect directly to the 5 pillars. Action 1. Clarity and time. Every morning before your phone, write your top 3 for the day. 3 tasks that move your 30-day outcome forward. Not urgent nonsense, real movement. Action 2. Focus. Schedule one focus block of at least 30 minutes, same time every day if possible. During that block, you work on one top 3 task. Phone away, notifications off. One task, one outcome. Action 3. Energy. Choose one non-negotiable energy habit. Examples, 10-minute walk daily. No screens for 30 minutes before bed. Drink water first thing in the morning. You do it even when you're tired, especially then. Action 4. Systems. Every night, run a 5 to 10-minute shutdown. Review your day. Mark what you completed. Plan tomorrow's top 3. Lay out one cue for tomorrow's focus block. 4 actions, every day for 30 days. Step 3. Shape your environment and people. Today, not someday, remove one major distraction cue. Delete one time-wasting app. Move the television remote out of reach. Set your phone to silent during your focus block. Then choose one person who supports your growth. Message them now. Tell them your 30-day outcome. Tell them your daily core 4. Ask them to check in with you twice a week. You are building pressure on yourself on purpose. Step 4. Track everything. Draw a simple 30-day grid on paper. Each day, 4 small boxes. Top 3 written, focus block done, energy habit done, night shutdown done. You either mark the box or you leave it blank. No stories in between. You will miss some boxes. Remember Chapter 11, never miss twice. If yesterday was chaos, today is recovery. At the end of 30 days, you will stand in front of one truth. Either you have evidence that you can live this way, or you have evidence that you chose not to. Both are in your control. The 5 pillars are not theory. They are how you use your time, protect your energy, direct your focus, and design your systems every single day. That is what a productive life really is. You are not waiting for a perfect moment. You are in the moment right now. Pen, paper, calendar, decision. Close this chapter and build your 30-day plan. Then live it. This is your time, your structure, your life. No one will build it for you. Begin.